Hi, welcome back to the Spanless Gamer. We're playing Atari 2600 games in the rough order they came out in. And today we're going to be playing 4 games. We're playing Piece of Cake, Pooyan, Raft Rider, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. So our first game is Piece of Cake, which came out in 1982. Oh good, it's a sale! Only $9.99. That's exciting. Piece of Cake, another US Games game. Great. Piece of Cake is a single-player full-color design to be played on the Atari 2600 video, blah, 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 blah. Piece of Cake? No way. So you thought your first day on the job was going to be easy? I never said that. Well, you're not only going to have to learn the fine art of baking cakes, so my first day on the job, I have to learn how to do my job. But you also have to master it in a big hurry. This is a production operation and business is booming. It's actually a very simple job at first. You simply take a fresh baked cake from the oven, drop it on the platter, which is moving on a conveyor belt, top that with a cherry, and you'll be rewarded for your artistic endeavors. You must stack them correctly, however, or splat. As your skill progresses, so does your conveyor speed, so keep your cool and try not to earn the dubious title of Butterfingers. Being a top-notch bakery chef requires adaptness and calm temperament. So if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Oh, okay. Fun facts, this is a US Games game, which means there's no information on it that I can find very easily and lazily on the internet. So let's just play the game. Let's do this. Oh, look at that graphic. He's got a little mustache. A little mustache guy. What am I doing? Okay. Drop the cherry on top. What? What kind of cake is that? What am I doing? Okay. What? I don't understand what's going on. Alright, well that was that game for you. Oh, graphics. I really like the sprite of the chef at the top. He was pretty strong. The cake and everything else, I have no idea what any of that was. So, 4.5. Sound, 2.5. Music, 1. Story, a 1. Controls, it's a paddle game, 3.5. Funness, a 1.5. Does it hold my attention? A 1. Overall, Piece of Cake is going to get a 2. 2.5. That was Piece of Cake. Let's move on to the next game. Alright, our next game is Pooyan for the Atari 2600. So Pooyan came out in 1982, and it's a Konami video game cartridge, and it's got a pig and a wolf who are best friends, apparently, and they're going to a 4th of July birthday party or something. Pooyan, Konami 001 video game cartridge. I don't know what was going on the right side of this box, the back of the box there. It's like there's something missing. Pooyan. One day in the middle of a forest, a group of fierce wolves attacked the house where a mother pig, Mama, and her little piglets, Pooyans, were living together peacefully. To protect her, Pooyan's Mama fought back using arrows and baits. Like most pigs, they have arrows. But despite her efforts, some of her Pooyans were kidnapped. Full of hate for the wolves, Mama bravely seeks out the wolves' lair to rescue her Pooyans. Will she succeed in overcoming the wolves and bringing her Pooyans back home? Probably not. So let's play Pooyan. Okay. I'm not positive what's going on here, but it looks like I'm the pig thing on the right side of the screen, and I'm shooting these wolves who have, for some reason, balloons. I don't know what that cat thing on the left or the right side of the screen is. Okay. Pooyan. Pooyan, everybody. Can't say I ever played the classic. Oh, that wasn't a cat, was it? That was a stupid wolf. Pooyan, ladies and gentlemen. Pooyan. Graphics are fine. Sound was okay, 2.5. Music had some. Story, I'll give it props for that. Controls, they're fine. Funness, a 2.5. Does it hold my attention? A 2.5. Overall, Pooyan is going to get a 3. Let's move on to the next game. All right, so our next game is Raft Rider, which came out in 1982. And from the box art here, we got kind of a Davy Crockett-looking guy on a raft, and he's got a beaver there in the front and a moose looking at him in the background. The back of the box is non-existent. Nope, I haven't. Raft Rider is a single-player, full-color game designed to be played on the Atari video, blah, blah, blah. White water everywhere, and hidden in the strong current are many numbers of dangers lying in wait to capsize your log raft. Your mission is to make your way downstream as possible, avoiding treacherous rocks, feisty moose, and sections of trees which have been cut down by a pesky beaver. Skillful maneuvering is not without rewards, however, because there are also gold nuggets appearing in the river, which when touched can be accumulated to extend your trek into the wilderness. So put on your coonskin cap, get on your raft, and ride the white water to glorious high scores. Go ahead and try and get your feet wet. Just try to keep the rest of you dry. All right, so let's get into Raft Rider here. Oh, I don't like these controls. What? Oh, ew. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Ever. Okay, so if I push up, it kind of goes backwards. What is going on? I have no idea how to... What is even... No, just no. I can't even figure that out. Graphics... 2.5. We'll give it a 3. They look a little better than that. 3. Sound, 1.5. Music, 0. Story, half a 1. Controls, a -2.5. Funness, 0. Does it hold my attention? No. Overall, Raft Rider is going to get a 0. I have no idea how to play that game. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. All right, so our last game I have to prepare for. This is Raiders of the Lost Ark, so I got to put my Indiana Jones hat on. So Raiders of the Lost Ark was a Atari game that came out in 1982, and the box art is just the movie poster with a not Harrison Ford on the front. I never noticed that. Am I being goofed? Was that always like that? Because that is obviously not Harrison Ford, but I had this game as a kid and played it a lot, and I never caught that before. Okay. Raiders of the Lost Ark. You and Indiana Jones have a mission. Find the Lost Ark of the Covenant. To find the Ark, you must travel to ancient Egypt and follow clues that lead to the Well of Souls. Use Indy's bullwhip and your own wits to get out of danger, and watch out for snakes! For use on North American television sets only. So this game was programmed by Howard Scott Warshaw, who also made my favorite Atari game, Yars' Revenge, and also, unfortunately, he made E.T. But apparently this game, when he was in development, Howard Scott Warshaw had a bullwhip that he would practice using, and he'd sneak up behind his coworkers and crack the whip and scare the crap out of them because people named Howard are dicks. Fact. Okay, so this is the game, Raiders of the Lost Ark, which you need 2 controllers to play. Because why not? So this is me, I'm Indiana Jones. There's a snake, that's supposed to be a rock, and I just got my whip. You can't really tell. So at the bottom of the screen is your inventory. On the left, you have your money. On the right, there's the whip. And this is before strategy guides and internet. So this game was kind of like good luck trying to figure out what the heck you're supposed to do. But with the second controller, I can switch my inventory. Oops, I just used my money. Let's start over. Okay, once again, there's your whip, and on the second controller, do not hit enter button. Instead, you can Yeah, there we go. So directions can change. So now I have my whip equipped. As you see. The guy at the bottom here, this guy is selling parachutes. The guy at the top is selling flutes. I just got a grenade. That is a gun, and that is a key. And the snake will keep coming. We have to dodge him. Okay, so we go up. Oh no, we want to get the flute is what we want because... oh, I got the Ankh. That's cool. So what we want to do, switch to the money, and then wait for the snake to pass. Use the money. And now we have the flute, so now the snake can't get us. I remember some of this. It's been a while since I played it. But here's the trick. And this is stuff like, I think the instruction book did tell you how to do this part, but after this it was kind of good luck. So you have to switch to the grenade, put the grenade there, move to the next screen so you don't die. And now there's a hole in the wall where you can see it all. Okay, so this is an hourglass. You don't really need it. Yes, now I'm in jail. And switch to the whip. And I can get out of jail. And try to remember what I'm supposed to do. So I think there are different rooms here. This, I think, is the spider room. Yeah, that's a spider room. We don't want to go in there. This is back to the market. Okay, so up and in the hole. Skip the hourglass. Go into the jail. Why would you want to go into the jail? And yes, it's a jail. That guy's shiny thing, the diamond thing, is supposed to be the guardian. And we're going to go over here and up and in to this hole where we can get money. And don't remember what this stuff is. I can't hold anymore. So we go in. Yeah. So you only have a limited amount of inventory. And I don't really remember what you're supposed to do about that fact. You have to buy stuff, I know that, but we don't really need the gun. I'm going to drop the gun. Because the gun and the whip are pretty much the same thing. And there's not really much point to the gun. So now we can go back in here. And drop one of the monies. And get that thing, which I don't remember what that thing is. But it seems important. Boy, I'm back in jail. Yeah, okay. So now we can get out of jail. Go back in here and do stuff, I think, maybe. Don't remember. I need to buy a parachute. So let's buy a parachute. Okay, so we have a parachute. And if we go down here, we are now in the... Nope. That's not the right thing. That's the right thing. Okay, so now we have the grappling hook. So what we have to do now is get to the map room. I'm doing all this from memory, and this game I spent years of my life as a kid trying to play, not figuring out what you were supposed to do. So I have a grappling hook now, and these are supposed to be maces, I think. And you're kind of going from one to the other, but if you go all the way to the bottom of the screen, easier said than done, you get to this one, which looks a little different. And then we can switch. Oh, how do you do that? I don't want to drop this thing. Oh, I dropped it. Damn it. I think there's a better way to do that. So you get here, and this is the map room. And if you walk to the center, you die. Let's rewind. Okay. Here's a trick to this. Is it this? Nope. Oh well, I don't remember how to play this game past this point. I spent years playing this game as a kid. Maybe on my Patreon channel I'll do a little research and do a playthrough of it. But let's rate it. So, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have some nostalgia for it, so it's hard. But graphics, the little indie sprite is looks a little like Indiana Jones. I give him we'll give him a 4 for that. Sound, There's not much sound, but it's fine. 3, music. Got that fake Indiana Jones theme that I never realized was not the real theme. We'll give it a 2.5. Story. I mean, it's rated as a Lost Ark, supposedly. So we'll give it a 4.5 based on that. Controls. A 4. It makes do with 2 controllers, which is a little funky. Funness. A 3.5. Does it hold my attention? Unfortunately, it does. Overall, Raiders of the Lost Ark is going to get a 4.5. To be fair, I'd rate it higher, but I don't think the average person would enjoy this game as much as I do. But that's it. Please like, subscribe, and we will see you next game.